Hello, I'm Roger, and I'm here with Chip Dog, and we are coming to you from the high desert of central New Mexico. You are watching Multiple Sclerosis. The monster inside me, my story.
Okay, welcome back. It is Saturday, November 13th. It's been a beautiful day here in the high desert, and so I started out my day with my morning walk with Chip Dog. He motivates to get me out there, and which is a good thing because I'm a firm believer in exercise. Being able to stay in halfway decent shape is what's helped, I think, keep me alive for 4 brain surgeries. At least that's what the physical therapist told me. So exercise is so important to me, and it's important for everyone who has, the monster MS. And try to get out and get as much exercise as you can. It's so huge, and in the end, it'll really pay off for you. It's been a week since my 4th brain surgery. It's been a tough week, and just a couple of days after I was out of the hospital, I filmed a short clip, and it'll explain a little bit more about what happened to me. So let's go to the clip. Okay, it's been 4 days post brain surgery. You can see up here I have a incision, I have another one over here, and 2 more incisions. I got one here in my belly and one at my belly button, and it's all sore. It's all sore. They ran that line through my head, pulled it down through my neck and down through my chest, and it ended up somewhere just to the right of my belly button, and I can feel the end of it where it's all draining out. And you can hear in the background we got Chip Dog chewing on a bone. It never fails. Whenever I decide to break out the camera, Chip Dog just decides it's time to chew on a bone. And you can hear Gandalf, my African Grey, in the background. He's also making some noise too. But it's been 4 days, and I am not feeling well at all. It's a struggle every day. I hope I feel a little bit better. It kind of seems to be working that way. 4 brain surgeries has taken its toll on me. It has. So I guess that's all I'm going to really say. It was a crazy 4 days. 3 days in the hospital. It was like a bad dream. Just crazy. But anyway, we'll get back to me over there. Okay, well, that kind of explains what happened to me on Friday. It was a crazy deal. The hospital was super busy. I went in on Friday. They were in me probably by 9 o'clock. I usually wake up in post-op and remember seeing the doctors around me. I don't remember anything like that this time. I would just remember waking up in the ICU. Not sure if I missed something there or if I'm just remembering less and less, but it was rough. The anesthesia that I get just makes me sick as a dog for about a day and a half, and so I couldn't even keep water down. It was just brutal. And then having the incisions in my gut, I had 2 incisions in my gut, and throwing up was extremely painful. Pretty crazy. That place is so busy, it's insane. They were probably 150% of capacity, and they had us in a room, me and I think 2 or 3 other people, in kind of a big room that was sectioned off with curtains, and it was just, I think they were overrun with COVID cases, and so it was hard for me to even connect with a nurse. So that was on a Saturday. Sunday morning they came in and said that they wanted to send me home. The doc wanted me away from all those sick people, which I really appreciated that. I know there was a lot of sick people there. So I felt good and confident to get out of the hospital. I knew recovery at home was going to be a little bit tough, but I was willing to sacrifice that to know I was home and away from all the sickness that went on. But, I started getting out and walking a couple days later. I think Tuesday I took my first walk. I was home Sunday afternoon. Tuesday I took my first walk out in the desert, and it felt good to just get out and get some fresh air, exercise the lungs. I realized being in the hospital all these days, it's important to keep your lungs exercised because you're going to end up with pneumonia if you don't. And so learned a lot. But anyway, I am kicking after 4 brain surgeries. I still have 1 more to go. I'm not sure when we're going to do that. I will have my next appointment with the neurosurgeon on Monday afternoon, day after tomorrow, Monday afternoon. I'm sure I'll find out a lot more about what I've got going on. There's going to be another surgery. The doc came in and explained to me that there was so much pressure in my head that the plate that was attached to my head has been pushed away from all the cerebral spinal fluid. And so I have this plate that supposedly is floating in the back of my head. Now, it's not bothering me as much as it had been, because all the fluid in my head has gone down and the swelling has gone down. So it may have placed itself back and attached itself back to my skull. All my scalp is down against my skull, which is a good thing. I haven't had that feeling in a long time. Good to get that feeling taken care of. I know I got a long ways to go. I need to talk to the doc, and I think I still need to finish removing my tumor. I still got 5% of a meningioma there, and they're going to use a gamma knife to cut it out. Hopefully they'll use the gamma knife, remove it, and reattach the plate on the back of my head all in one shot. That'll be another brutal brain surgery, but at least we'll have all those things out of the way. Gosh, so much to talk about, and I just have not felt well this last week. As these brain surgeries go on, they're harder and harder to deal with. I will be the first to admit. So at the end of my show, I like to give a few shout outs, and so that's what I'm going to do here. I just want everyone to know that if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to respond down in the message area and leave me a message. I'd be more than happy to return your message. But I want to give a couple of shout outs, and the first one is to all my MS Warrior friends. Stay strong. Get out and exercise if you can. I know that's an easy thing for me to say because I'm still mobile, but my thoughts and prayers are with all my MS friends. And then we'll go from there to a person who is always leaving positive messages down below, and that would be Multi-Test Page. Thank you so much for taking the time and leaving messages down below. I really appreciate that. The next one would be to my friend and former co-worker, Claudine. And Claudine helped me out a lot when I was at the schools with my video club, and she was always there to give me a hand, and I appreciate her. And she always leaves a positive message. She's always one of the first ones to leave me a positive message. So I appreciate you, Claudine. I appreciate that a whole lot. Shout out to my friend Bonnie. She's my NASCAR racing buddy. Her and her husband are into NASCAR like I am, and we exchange a lot of messages about racing, and that's fun. Another shout out I want to give out to is former co-worker Mac, and he's always leaving me very inspirational messages about the warriors and strong warriors, and I really appreciate that. It goes a long way when you take the time and say those kind of things. It means more than you guys know. Also, I want to say give a shout out to my friend Kenneth. And Kenneth is an avid watcher, and he and I text back and forth quite a bit, so I just wanted to let him know. Appreciate him as a friend and an MS Warrior friend. He's going through it much worse than I am. And so my thoughts and prayers go out to Kenneth, and I appreciate his friendship. Even though we've never met, I feel like we're pretty close because we text back and forth quite a bit during the day, and it's great to have someone to talk to. So that being said, I'm going to end this show, but I'm going to start talking a little bit about my background photos. And this one here is a photo taken from my buddy Matt's drone. And this photo is from the Ojito Desert Wilderness, which is probably about 40 miles northwest here of the house. And it's a great place to go hiking in the spring and the fall. Don't want to do it in the summertime, obviously. But we go out there, and it's a great place to go out and throw up a tent on the sand and sleep out there. And I remember one night when we were out there camping, I worked my way to my sleeping bag, which I had laying on the ground. And I walked up with a flashlight and looked down, and I had the biggest spider on my pillow. And I looked at that, and I had a couple of beers, so I just kind of kicked it off and kind of said to myself, please don't bite me during the night. but it's a beautiful place. And this is a drone shot that came from my buddy Matt. And it's a great, fun, close place to go. You know, you can hike to a camping spot in 30 or 45 minutes. And it's the desert is a beautiful place, let me tell you. So that being said, I want to thank everyone for watching Multiple Sclerosis, The Monster Inside Me. This is my story. And thank you everyone for leaving messages down below. And if you leave a message, I will respond back to you. I appreciate you taking the time to do that. And until next time, I want to say thank you. Please give me a thumbs up down below if you like what you see. Please message me if you have anything to say, and I appreciate everyone watching. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I would appreciate that too. Thanks a lot, and until next show, probably be a couple weeks out. We'll see. I got an appointment with the neurosurgeon on Monday to find out what the next plan is. But until then, I will talk to you all later. Thank you, warriors, for watching. Appreciate it. Love you all.